Alright everyone, so the question, part D, is fx equal to 6 times 2 to the power of x over 6 minus 2 to the power of x. So we can see clearly that this is in the shape of fraction. So if you want to find the derivative, we need to use quotient rule. So what is the formula for quotient rule? F prime x is equal to v u prime minus u v prime over v squared. So in order to do this, let us lay out what is our u and what is our v. So our u is 6 times 2 to the power of x, which is the numerator. And our v is the denominator, which is 6 minus 2 to the power of x. Next, let's find u prime, so that it's easy for us to fill in the f prime later. So u prime is just 6 is constant, put it back, 6. And now let's focus to differentiate 2 to the power of x. So differentiate 2 to the power of x is just 2 to the power of x, cut and paste, and then multiply with ln 2, the ln of the base. Now we are finished with this one. This is your u prime. So now let's find the derivative of your v. So derivative of 6 is just 0. And then this is a constant, minus 1. Put it outside. Now let's focus to differentiate 2 to the power of x. So differentiate 2 to the power of x is just 2 to the power of x. Multiply with ln 2, ln of the base here. So now we have finished finding v prime. Since we have all of the equipment to do the quotient rule, now we can proceed with our quotient rule. So let's do this. Let's follow the formula v. So let's cut and paste. Okay, this one here. And then multiply with u prime. So this is u prime. So let's cut and paste. Minus. The next one is u. So let's cut and paste this value here. And then v prime. So let's cut and paste v prime. Then over with v squared. So let's take the value of v and then just put a square. So 6 minus 2 to the power of x squared. So now we have finished differentiating the quotient rule. Now let's focus on simplifying this. Okay, your numerator part. Your denominator is already simplified, so just leave it first. Now let's focus on your numerator. Let's factorize any common term from these two terms here. So you have a constant 6 and 6. Of course, you can take out 6. Next, you have the function of 2 to the power of x ln 2. And you also have it here, 2 to the power of x ln 2. So let us factorize it outside. 2 to the power of x ln 2. Now we have finished factorizing. Let's focus on what should be inside the bracket here. So let's take the first term, divide by this. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. This term divided by this term is 1 also. So you are just left with 6 minus 2 to the power of x. Okay, now let's see the next one. Minus times minus, this is plus. Okay, and then let's divide this term here with the first term. 6 already becomes 1, 6 over 6. And then this term here over this term here is also 1. And finally, you are just left with 2 to the power of x. So let's write back. And all of this is over 6 minus 2 to the power of x to the power of 2. So now let's further simplify this. You can see that you have the same term here. So minus 2x plus 2x is just 0. Therefore, your numerator now becomes 6 times 6. This is 36. And then you have the function of 2 to the power of x ln 2 over 6 minus 2 to the power of x to the power of 2. Therefore, this is your final answer for this question. So let me recap back. This question here is in terms of fraction. So whenever you want to differentiate it, make sure you use the quotient rule. So just lay out your u and v, find u prime and v prime, and later on just fill in the formula for quotient rule. And try to simplify your numerator. After you simplify, that is your final answer.